20,000 USD, right? So, in that case, maybe you may end up choosing to go to study Poland, where around the $3,000 to $3,200 you have the university, right? So that 20,000 USD can almost cover 3 years of your studies, and then you graduate, right? That's the second fact that will, affect your study destination. But of course, that's the reason why we have different countries, different categories of the universities, considering that we don't actually have the same capacity in terms of finances, right? Program of studies, right? A lot of people, for instance, you may be here wanting to study medicine, okay, in Canada, for instance, though we are not going to focus on Canada today, right? It's so complicated for you to get medicine in Canada, right? For instance, if you want to study medicine in Canada, you're going to do at least 3 years of science degree before you enroll for your medicine, right? If you want to do medicine in the US, you're going to do 2 years pre-med program before you enroll for destination, depending on really, if you're really fascinated to study medicine. I know those students are hard to change, okay? Of course, you have to choose another destination, okay? This is just connected to why we have different kind of destinations that you can go to study in, okay? You may also consider postgraduate opportunities, right? For instance, a case of Poland. If you graduate, if you have your study visa and you are graduating, they don't say, please go back. In fact, you have 1.5 years to stay in the Republic of Poland, okay, without even inquiring for extra visa. Make sense? Secondly, if you have an employer who gave you the contract, okay, you are free to study, you are free to stay and work in Poland. Also, those opportunities should be considered. Of course, the final point is work opportunities while studying, right? Poland offers those opportunities. Most of our students, I may say 100% of them who have traveled to Poland, within the first 3 months, they have got job to do, right? Last week or last 2 weeks, I met one parent. Was like, thank you so much for sending my kids. My kids say now, do not send me pocket money. Do not send money. I can sustain myself. Please take care of my siblings, right? So all those opportunities should be considered. The reason why I'm talking this is that you always have to be minded. I know a lot of students are like, you are looking where to study and you are almost taking everything. Okay, you have to consider some opportunities because there are always opportunities, what I normally call beyond the chalk and talk. I always say every university, when you're doing marketing studies or business studies, here in Rwanda we have a lot of universities that can teach you. Good professors who can give you the courses in marketing. But there are some values, there are additional things that you're looking beyond just sitting in a classroom, taking notes, following up slides, and all those things. Okay? And those opportunities actually is life. That's why you need to study. For you to do something, for you to be impacted economically, for you to impact your family, okay? For you to impact positively your country. Okay? Of course, why studying in the EU? I'm not going to talk about it. Of course, EU has almost the same education system by Bologna agreement process. Okay, it's organization that set up the standards of different degrees, right? When you're doing, let's say, bachelor's of business is 3 years, bachelor's of engineering 3.5 years, maybe psychology 5 years long. So it's really good. Second, we are not just studying in one country. If you go to study in Poland, okay, it's just beyond than Poland, okay? Because you are going to have a Schengen visa, okay? That allows you, when you are studying and there is a break time, you can easily visit your family to France, to Germany, to Belgium, to Netherlands, to Norway, or so many countries. The reason I'm saying this, a lot of students come to, oh, we need to go to Scandinavian countries. Then I'm like, wow, for the international student mobility, going in Scandinavian countries is a little bit complicated. Why can't you go to Poland? Oh no, we don't know about Poland, and yes, I know. Because we also, when you are doing the high schools and everything, we had some countries in mind. Okay? The France, Belgique, États-Unis, Canada. Yes, it's good. Okay? So I was saying that when you're really studying in Poland, does not mean that you are just maintaining only in Poland. You have a chance to travel. By the way, you have also a chance to get a part-time work into those countries that you're actually looking for. The reason why I'm saying this is for you to open up your mind. Okay? Think big. Think that just going to study in the Schengen member zone is not studying in one country. They have a Erasmus program that I'm sure Mr. Kasper will talk more about them, and all other students' mobility programs, as I said, later on. Next slide, please. Next slide. So this is what I was talking about. It doesn't matter which country you study. You still have a chance to transfer credit, to go on a students' exchange program, okay? You still have a chance to access the employment opportunity, not only in Poland, but in different countries. Next slide. All the class education and other things. Next. So as I said, I just want to mention a few things. I have a lot of slides, but let me talk about this before I didn't want to forget this. As I said, a lot of students complain about the visa success. But your visa success starts on just the first point, having positive intentions. Why am I saying this? I'm a consultant. I meet a lot of students. Today I received like 10 calls in the morning. We just need to go to Canada, but we don't need to study. Maybe we need to arrive in Canada. And is that a positive intention? Right? I need to go to Poland, but for sure my intention is not to study. Is maybe I go there, when I reach there, I will look for a work to do. Okay? We also have some people who are like, as I said, who are not patriots enough, who don't love their country, who just need to go away from their countries. We have those categories for you. Okay? In most cases, those people have bad intentions. Even defending in the embassy, it's really a little bit complicated. Okay? For you to succeed in a visa, just have positive intention. Right? You need to have also a good academic record. You need to have enough financial details. You need to understand and comply with immigration policy. You need to understand your study destination. You need to master your study program. You need to master yourself and your profile. If you have those around 7 things or 5 things, you will surely succeed. Right? In my experience for studying in Poland, or even studying everywhere you would want to go to study, right? When you have those things and you're serious about your application, you will surely succeed. Right? You surely succeed. Next, please. One, of course, choosing study destination goes along with, I just call it middle affordable and let's say the class. You know, in most cases, when you are going to study Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic, Lithuania, Latvia, Russia, Turkey, Cyprus, which is Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. On those first-line countries, you know, it's really a little bit affordable. Okay? But when you're going to study in the US, Canada, Germany, Greece, France, Belgium, UK, and all those countries, you must be having enough money. Okay? students studying in those countries, including Poland, when you can really afford like 7,000 USD per academic, at least you need to have not less than 18,000 USD per academic year. That's all. Okay? I just wanted to open up your mind that when you're choosing a study destination, as I said earlier on, you need to have enough budget, but you also need to choose based on your family budget, family background, and what your family can actually afford. What's new there? Wow. I know a lot of students complain about, oh, you go to one agent saying, you go to another agent, please pay $500, and other people, they're like, oh, I just need to go, but can I get you an invitation? You pay $1,000. For us, you don't do that, but all we do, when you're starting application with us, is free, right? All those services that I was talking about are free. When you need to book accommodation with us and the partner university, we don't tell you to pay as money so that they book your accommodation. They just give us a list of available accommodation. We give it to you free of charge, okay? Of course, you can also fly Qatar Student Club with discount. Please, in the near future, when you're planning to travel in any destination, choose Qatar. They have a student club where you can get student discounted ticket. Okay, next. Good, thank you so much. Well, there are some of our contacts, telephone numbers. All those numbers are on WhatsApp, on Instagram. You can contact us. There's no problem. Yeah. So for this moment, again, allow me to invite Mr. Casper. Is your presentation ready, bro?
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah? Eric, help him to transfer to this.
Yeah.
We'll try and get closer to that guy is me, right? Do I look like? Good. So I wish you all the best. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy his presentation. Of course, you're gonna have a Q&A sessions where you guys can ask questions, whether on my presentation or his presentation. But of course, we also have some tea and some small bites outside. After all, we're gonna have to, to have tea together, to have juice together, so that we interact more. Okay? Please, if you're planning, so that we can assist you. We are closing September intake, of course, October intake, which is the nearest. Our last student to go to Poland will start but immediately we have already started recruiting students to go and start in March, okay? Right? But due to the appointments and the embassy process that is taking a little bit longer, I would advise to start the application as soon as possible so that you are doing the school process, but you are doing embassy process so that you are registered in embassy system, waiting to be given a date to go for your interview. And by the way, to remind you that we are live on our social media. If you have your friend home, you can just tell them to go on to either Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. We are live now. So if you have somebody who didn't get enough time to do COVID test, you can say, hey, please follow United Scholars Center presentation live. Thank you.
To you for being here today with us to have an opportunity to talk with you about studying Poland and obviously studying at the university which I represent. It's pandemic start. I didn't have any opportunity to travel. Probably same situation. Even the fact that you had to do your COVID test today, it's proving that it's hard times for everybody. Even I came here, I did 3 or 4 times COVID test. I had it bigger number of times than even in all of my life. So it's really good to be here with you guys today. As my colleague Mr. Ismail told you already many times, I'm from Poland. The country located in the European Union. Actually, many people calling Poland as the heart of European Union because when you are open Google Maps, when you Belarus and also Russia. So that's the reason why the people are calling our country as a heart of European Union. Again, my name is Kasper and I came here today to represent actually 2 universities, Warsaw University of Business and Warsaw University of Humanities. But before, when I move forward with him, I just want to brief you a little bit about Poland. So, official name of Poland is obviously Republic of Poland. In Poland, in our language, we call it Rzeczpospolita Polska. Again, located in Central Europe, borders I already told you. Main language which we are using in our country is Polish, but because of the fact that we are part of the European Union, everybody can speak English. So it doesn't matter wherever you go, when you be in Poland, everyone can communicate with you in English. Obviously, not only in English, many people can speak Spanish, French, Germany, and many different languages. So it's very up to you what kind of languages you are gonna learn. Obligatory to speak Polish because we are again in European Union. Standards of European Union, maybe not the biggest, obviously, but sort of big. We have more than 38 million people living in Poland. The number is still growing. because the Poland become very popular and famous destination, especially for the international students. And why it's happened like this? What makes people to choose our country for their future destination? I'm gonna tell you a little bit later. And I wanna tell you something about the Warsaw. It's the greatest city from all of the cities in actually our country. There's 3 million people living in this city, and this is the most international city in whole of our country. Obviously, we have so many beautiful different cities, such as Krakow, or Poznan, or Lublin, or Wrocław, where people are studying as well. But from my perspective, from my opinion, and as you can observe, I'm a student as well, and I had to make some sort of decision. I will not say it was very similar as yours, because you have to choose university, which is actually abroad. So your decision is very serious, and your future depends on this. My decision was actually a little bit easier, because I had to choose the city in my country for my future studies. And I chose Warsaw, and honestly guys, that was one of the best decisions which I ever made in my life. It's a future city, city of future. It's everything there. Again, most important international city. There's a city where 100% people can communicate in English. So there's any problem. There is very open city for everyone, because to Poland they are coming people all around the world. For example, our university, we are in the market of the studying English, so providing the studies for international people since around like 4 years. And so far we have more than 1,000 international students from more than 50 different countries around of the world, starting from African countries, then moving to the Middle East, then Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, Korea, India, Nepal, and so on and so on. So it's like a huge number countries who are coming. Those people are making the same decision which you have to make. So choose the place for your future, the place where you're gonna study, you're gonna spend few years, and who knows, maybe you're gonna postpone this time, maybe you're gonna make decision that you're gonna stay longer in Poland. Many people actually are doing this. But today, I'm here in Rwanda. Our university got more than, I believe, more than 150 Rwandan students. We are very into the Rwanda community, and to prove you this, this Saturday, actually in Poland, in Poznan, there is such event as Rwandan Community Days. It's a special event. It's happening each year in Poland, where the people from Rwanda, they are coming to the same place from all of the country to meet each other and to celebrate your Thanksgiving holiday. I cannot pronounce this because I don't remember how this, but I believe all of you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like a Numaka Sophie. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do this. Say this, but there is a special event, and our university representatives are gonna be there. Actually, our university is a sponsor of this event. We have a really, really great relation with the Rwanda embassy right now in Poland, because there's something new happened that you have your own ambassador who is living in Poland so far. Before your embassy, the closest next to Poland, was in Germany. So we have very nice relation with them. Obviously, we have very nice relation with all of the Rwandan people. We have a lot of transfers, not only from Polish university to study in our uni, but also from the different European countries. We have students who transfer from France, from Italy, from Belgium. Obviously, I'm talking only about the Rwandan students, because there's different nations who are also transfer, because in European Union it's so easy to transfer, so there is not a big issue with this. And if you tell you about the little bit of Poland, I would love to go back one slide. Warsaw University of Business and Warsaw University of Humanities. About the international students and the number of them, I already told you guys, it's more than 1,000 people from different countries around the world. We are in a market basically since 20 years, but in the teaching of the international students, We are 4 years. We are in Poland. Let me tell you one thing, which is actually the most important thing regarding the choice. So, those universities who are offering something from Poland, they did what have to be done, and that's it. There's nothing more. There's regular things, nothing new happening. But from other side, from other hand, our university is super developing. It's all the time changes, starting from the program, starting for the facilities of the university, the services which we are offering, the number of the students, it's everything growing. We are changing, we are become more open for new countries, for new students. We are trying basically to create the great place for the students, not only about the studies. Obviously, we provide high quality education, but what is also more important is the safety place, because you are coming from different countries. You are spending many hours on the plane. You are coming 1,000 miles away to place which is actually totally new. Obviously, me or United Scholar Center can tell you how it looks like, but no one will tell you exactly how it's gonna be if you not see on your own eyes. So from our side, from university side, we want to be sure that if you make decision to choose us, to choose our university, you'll be satisfied, you're gonna be happy and proud of your decision. So that's why we are creating the atmosphere almost like at home. You can always count on everybody at that university. We have a very young, we'll always help you in every possible case, starting from the picking up from the airport, from the choosing and help you with the accommodation, transportation, register the SIM card, exchange the money, even to look for a job. Or if you have even private problems, you can always come and talk with us. We are very open for everybody. You don't need to make a special appointment like it's happening in different universities, that you need to send an email or take a ticket and wait a couple of days until they will let you come in. To our university, you just come, take elevator on the 5th floor to our office, that's it. We are be waiting for this, and the office is empty. You can always come and talk with us about everything, about if something is wrong, if you have a problem with the classes, with the exams, if you're looking for advice that how to do this, if you need any help to looking for something in the new country, in the new city, we are there for you, and we always be there because our uni is like a one big family. We are study together, we're taking care of each other, and we are supporting each other in every possible way. And Warsaw University of Business and Humanities is also private practical university. And in these sentences, practical is a key word. What does mean practical university? How do you think? Anybody? Someone? What do you think is a practical university? How it look like? What does it mean? Feel free. Who's gonna tell you? Don't be shy. Just a simple question. Practical university, what can be? Yes, please. How do you think? What does it mean practical university?
According to our understanding this,
Mm-hmm.
what university is a university that are all lessons are based on practice in different activities.
Yeah, and it's a great answer, like a 90% of great answer, because obviously we need to give you some theoretical lessons. It's like it cannot be everything practical, but the answer is very correct. Practical university means that most of the time you're gonna spend during your studies, if it's bachelor or master's, it's a practical knowledge, it's the practical skills. Because the choosing WWSB or WWSH, our main goal is to be sure when you graduate from bachelor's or master's, you're gonna be able to rise the top, rise the sky, and have your future job, what you dream about, obviously related to the business field or the humanities. I'm gonna tell you what kind of programs, so you will see if it's fit with you. But again, main goal is to be sure when you graduate, you're gonna be who you want to be. It's what you wanna do in your future, not that what it's like obligatory for you to do after graduation when you finish this program. You have some specific information, obviously, in internet, like if you go for this type of medicine, you're gonna be only this kind of doctor. The business is obviously general, and it's like a full of different experience, full of different skills, which allowed you to choose your own way for a future. So it's like it doesn't mean that you need to be only businessman. It's a huge number of opportunity for you after graduation, or even the humanities, the psychology, or journalism, or anything. So I will tell you more about this. But again, is a big number of options which you will choose, and we will be there for you to support you, to prepare you for that what you want to do in your future. So let's move with our presentation. I'm so talkative. I'm sorry for that. I don't want to go 2 slides too far. So I'm just make it tactical. So that is probably one of the main questions which you ask yourself, which family ask you to, why you want to study in Poland, what actually the study in Poland will give you. This is, 26 different countries in the European Union, all of them in the Schengen zone, so why actually Poland? What is specific about this country? So the Poland is, as I told you, very fast developing countries. Many changes not only in the city. City actually, from other side, Warsaw is the fastest development city in whole of the European Union. So it's like living there is being a part of something bigger, something fast, something moving. So it's like a city where everything is changing all the time, non-stop. Whenever you wake up every day, you see something new. And it's not European countries or cities. What else will Poland will give you? So rich, we have very rich educational history, because probably not many of you know about this, but one of the first university in whole of the world was actually established in Poland. That was like, as my colleague will tell me, professor of history, so will tell me, professorze, where was established the Jagiellonian University, one of the first university in the world. It was like a... In the 13th century, so more than 700 years ago, the first university was. It means that we have more than 700 years of experience. I mean, the country, the people, about teaching the students, about preparing them for the jobs, to provide them maximum number of knowledge on a very high level. And being in part of the European Union is like another great benefit of this. What else will give you the study in Poland? So we will give you the high quality European degree. And you can believe me or not, but the European degree, I believe it's one of the most prestigious degree which you ever have. Obviously, the US degree might be for some of you number one, but from my side, I believe that the European one is the most prestigious. It's like European Union is something great. USA is just one country, just one. And Europe, we are like connecting with different countries, different nations, different cultures and everything. And you have a European degree, means the degree from one part of some very cheap cost. And why cheap, you are asking me? First of all, we will start from the fact that we are not using Europe. We have our own currency, and that's why everything is more expensive. Actually, European Union offered us to change our currency from our currency, which is PLN, to euro. But this is, I believe, only one great decision of our government. They didn't agree for this. They disagree with them. They said that we don't want a euro, and it was great decision because it makes us different. We are not same as every European country. Means that if we are going to Italy or Greece or somewhere, we have to exchange our money to euro, and it's same from other side. And it's really awesome because this makes Poland cheap, accommodation cost cheap, living cost cheap, tuition fee cheap. I will give you all details when we move forward with the slides because I don't want to reschedule my presentation. But you can believe me, it's really cheap. It's very affordable. And what else is about and the last point, obviously, you can pursue your future career in Europe Union. Because, as my colleague already told you about this, when you graduate from our university, from Europe, when you finish bachelor's, master's, you have one till 2 years, it depends about the program which you are finishing, of legal stay in Europe Union. Not only in Poland, because the first step is in Poland, but again, you can choose different European countries after when you graduate. No one tells you that you have to be here, it's your decision. 26 countries is very open for you. If you decide that, okay, Poland was great for 3 years, or for 2 years of masters, but I want something new, I want to go to different, the gate is open. And that's the point that you can start your education in a very safety country, very beautiful country, and then you can move to other place, and no one tells you that you cannot. Obviously you can, it's your decision. You are the master of your own life, right? No one can tell you what you have to do. If you make that such decision, just go. Keep going, don't stop. Let's go. Oh, I'm really talkative, this is just fourth slide for 18. Here's a video. I hope so we'll be able. Some technical issues. There is a technical guide. It's supposed to be a sound and everything, but there is no sound.
In Europe in no time. Let me introduce you the most amazing and affordable country ranked worldwide with outstanding education, and that is Poland.
To my accommodation and transporting.
जनरल टिप्स मैंने लगाऊँ कि जो आपको वीज़ा इंटरव्यू में काम आएंगी। तो do not memorize your answers as a backup.
I'm sorry for this. It's supposed to be much more bad there. It should be the sound from the language.
क्वेश्चन को उसको रिस्पॉन्स कर रहे हैं तो इनसे आपने रटा ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप शुरू हो गए हैं और माय नेम इज आपने उसको ऐसे रिस्पॉन्स करना है कि जैसे आप उसको बिल्कुल एक नेचुरल वे में रिप्लाई कर रहे हैं। आप अपने बॉडी लैंग्वेज से, आप अपने टोन से, अपनी कम्युनिकेशन से इस चीज़ को कन्वे करें कि आपने रटा भी लगाया होगा और आप उसको एक नेचुरल तरीके से रिप्लाई कर रहे हैं। सेकंड पे है बी नेचुरल एंड सिंपल। बी नेचुरल एंड सिंपल से बात करें ये कि आप किसी को फॉलो ना करें, कभी किसी को कॉपी ना करें, यानी कि आप जो हैं आपने वो पोर्ट्रेट करना है, आपने किसी को कॉपी नहीं करना और सिंपल रह के अपने आंसर्स का जवाब देना है, ना कि आप बहुत तेज़ बात करें, बहुत स्लो बात करें। जो आपका एक नेचुरल एक्सेंट है उसको आपने फॉलो करना है। डोंट ट्राई टू कॉपी एक्सेंट। अक्सर बच्चे क्या करते हैं, कॉपी करने की कोशिश करते हैं एक्सेंट को, मतलब कि जैसे जो बॉर्न ब्रिटिश हैं या जो इंग्लिश पीपल हैं
short video about the university. So if I can ask for your attention. And also the view of the campus, the place, and everything.
A few months ago, I started studying at Warsaw University of Business. The location of the university, which is located in the city center, is a huge surprise to me.
In my student team, I have colleagues in Nepal and India. I'm happy to gain knowledge in an international environment. It allows me to learn more about the realities of different cultures.
The way of the university works allow me to feel like at home. Many administrative matters related to my accommodation and transportation are spotlight here.
Hi, I'm from Vietnam and I came to Poland to study in Warsaw University of Business. The student group and teachers work at the highest international level. I believe that in the future I will be able to use the acquired knowledge in practice.
I feel really joy when I can learn from the best.
So back to the presentation. Just short fact also, I forgot to tell you. When you cut name of the city, Warsaw, on two, then you have war. So, and the city was destroyed, like in 95% was totally destroyed during the Second World War. And as you probably remember, a few months ago, said now Warsaw is the third fastest development city in the whole of the European Union. So what those universities can offer you guys for the masters and bachelors? So we can offer you management. Obviously, we are business management university, so we have management. We have an hotel and tourism. We have an IT program. We have the logistic. We have the national security. We have the journalism, photography, and advertising strategy and public relation. Those programs are for bachelor. And for the master programs, we can offer you Master of Management. Here is the Master of Management in HR, but there is 3 more specialty which you can choose during, actually after the first year of your studies. There is also international sales. There is business logistic. You can take photos, or you can later contact with the United Scholar Centers. They have a brochure. We brought the catalogs and everything, so you'll be able to bring at least one of the catalog and show your family or search on your own. Also, the website of the university is super clear, so you can find everything easily there without any issue. And also we have Master of National Security, and also we have an MBA program and a Master in Psychology. And why it's 5 years? It means that after your high school, you can apply for this program, which is 5 years long cycle program. And when you graduate as a Master of Psychology. So this is same structure of education such as medical studies or such as law studies. It takes 5 years, but you graduate as a master. So let's move forward. About the tuition fee. I told you it's the reasonable tuition fee which we are offering, because all of the bachelor's program, all of the master's program, not include only MBA program, it's just 2,900 euro a year, plus the 100 euro is the registration fee. But obviously, we understand we are, as I told you, we are in more than 4 years in international markets. We understand for some of the students, afford 3,000 euro just like this is a no big issue. But for some of them, it's take longer time to cover the full year tuition fee advance. So that's why we are also offering semester payment. Means that you don't have to pay full year advance during your application, during your admission, which is in total with the registration fee 3,000 euro. We will allow you, if you choose this way, payment semester by semester. It means that when you start your admission, you're gonna pay just 1,650 euro plus 100 euro registration fee, so in total 1,750 euro, and then next payment of same amount without obviously 100 euro will be after when you finish your first semester. It means that you still can apply, you can still start your visa process, you can still join university without the full payment. Obviously, we always recommend full payment if it's possible for you guys, because it's a bigger proof to the embassy during your visa application that your main purpose is study, that your full intention is to study. So we always recommend it, but we understand that some of the people might not cover this everything at once, so we allow you to pay semester by semester, no issue. About the payments, maybe interesting thing, we are offering a scholarship after first year of studies of the university based on your grades. And believe me, it's not so hard to have great grades on a private practical university, right? If you're coming, you want to be someone you're proving with your scores. And if you have nice scores, after first year of your studies, you can apply for the principal scholarship. It's a government scholarship, and it's approximately 150 euro to 100 euro per month. So in total, you are getting this scholarship for 10 months of your studies, because the scholarship, when you apply, it's not only for 1 or 2 months, it's for whole year of your study, which is in total 10 months. So you can easily count 250 per 10 months. So it's 1,500 euro a year or 2,100 euro a year, plus many different things which I'll be telling you about the work and so on. But that was about the tuition fee. And MBA program, obviously, it's more professional. It's the highest degree which you can get in a business field. It's Master of Business Administration. So that's why the tuition fee is 3,800 euro plus 100 euros registration fee. But again, registration fee. So it's still possible for you to do this. Yes, please.
Thank you. I'm Marie. I want to ask, let's try. Don't you have business management and entrepreneurship program?
The business management, yes, obviously we are offering the business management. Is like a part of the program, and we have the business management. It's even on your visa documents when you apply. What exactly you are interested in? We have the few specialty. I don't remember all of them, but if I may ask United Scholar Center, one brochure. Can I ask one brochure, please? I'll tell you all of the details shortly, and we will clarify everything to have no problem in this one. Oh, don't need to, thank you. So let me tell you. So for the management, we have the business management, we have human resource management, we have business logistic management. Then we have the national security. We are offering state security and crisis management. And for the journalism, we are offering radio and television journalism, television production and directing, photography and advertising strategy and public relations. So whether you are going for the main program, but you are choosing your specialty, and let me explain you how it's look like. So basically, first it is general. Obviously, on each study which you choose, it doesn't matter it's in Poland or anywhere, you have the general subjects. Means that you have something what you have to do, like general things like informatic technology, sociology, inside communications, and so on and so on. But after second year after. It means that you are still following the main program, which is following business management. So you have extra things related to the specialty which you're gonna choose. So it's not like if you choose strict management, doing strict things like everybody. You can choose your own way, which you'll be following, and we'll provide you with special classes from every specialty. About the journalism is very actually interesting. The first thing is that I'm a journalism. Actually, I don't have no idea why I choose this, but I am. And we are working with the ATM Studio. It's a great place actually. The students go to the practice there. They have an internship, and what is ATM Studio? You'll probably ask me. So it's the most famous, first in Poland, second in the place where the films are making, the biggest television production. Such television shows like Dancing with the Stars, or The Voice of Poland, or The Voice of Kids, or some series for Netflix and so on. They are actually making, the people are making this in this studio. We are students are part of this. We are so very join. For example, the ATM Studio was covering the live from the game of the World Cup, which was actually in Poland. The Poland was playing with England, and our students was actually there with the cameras. They was able to see everything on live, and they work with this. So this is the part of the internship and part of the practical classes as well, because that's how I told you, we are practical. We want to give you the practical knowledge and teach you the skills which would gonna be very useful in your future careers, right? Requirements. Private university, not super high requirements. What we need from you, it's basically the Rwanda Education Board certificate, so which is high school diploma, and you need to have, very important, you need to have at least 2 principal passes. And it actually doesn't matter what kind of subjects you're gonna pass, but on your final diploma, we have to go 2 principal passes. It's very important. And then the transcript of 3 years of your studies in high school. We don't need IELTS, as you can see, because the Rwanda is a great point of being one of you and apply for study abroad. We don't need any English interview from your side. We don't need any English certificate from you, because your country is the English-speaking country, and without any problems, all of you can brilliantly communicate in English. So that is the reason why we don't need any proof from your side. But for example, we came from Burundi, and those students, they need to provide us IELTS on at least 5.5 score, which is available for the B2 level, and or the short interview with one of the workers of our university. And what is going after this, it means that the process for those students, for the master students, I believe some of you are interested in masters here, or all of you bachelor. Can I ask those who came here for the master program, raise your hand? Yeah, we have a few students. So for those who came for the masters, we need your bachelor degree, and we need the transcript from at least 3 years of your studies. Obviously, some of the university where you study your bachelor's, like a 4 year, 5 years, but minimum need to be 3 years. So the bachelor degree plus transcript from 3 years of study transcripts, the mark sheet, it's many different words can describe this, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Then passport, and again, process, it's very simple and it's very fast. You just go into the United Scholar Center, our partner, who make introduction of themselves at first. You just go in, submit your documents, they contact us, you are receiving your offer letter within 24 hours or maximum 48 hours. So it means if you give a complete package of your documents, you can be sure that your admission name, surname, simple details like date of birth, year of birth, passport number, and obviously the program which you choose, the duration of the program, the specialty, and the university bank account details, and the way of payment. And as I told you, we provide 2 ways of payment, so on your offer letter, you will see that you can choose the first option, full year payment plus registration, or you can choose the semester payment plus registration. So then, next step is you just make a payment. Every bank is actually, we are working with the different bank in Poland. Nowadays we are receiving transfers from Rwanda very fast. It's probably 2-3 days, sometimes even 1 day. So when we receive the payment of the university bank account, then again, your visa documents, first of all in a PDF version, scans, you receive within 24 hours, 48 hours maximum. Again, we are very fast and dynamic university. We don't want to let you wait for your documents. We don't want to keep you, without the knowledge, like, what's going on? It's like, I paid, my documents didn't come yet, so what's going on? No, we're going to move fast. And the closest stake, which we got right now, is in March. We provide also the bonus for the students who are going to apply for March, and not only for March, for another intake will be in 2022 in October, but I truly recommend March one. We offer 2 months of Polish language course out of charges. And what's the point of this Polish language? No, first of all, you're going to spend a few years in Poland, so it might be useful to say some simple words or simple sentences in our language. And when you say this, you obviously the smile of the Polish people when you can speak some simple things. It's really nice. And also, you can apply for visa earlier. Nowadays, as I told you, the Poland is super popular, super famous country for the international, covering not only one country that can offer much intake. So it's a great opportunity for you who are applying for bachelor, interested in a bachelor. You're waiting for your results, right? You don't have it yet. You're gonna receive it in October or November, right? So it means that you couldn't apply right now for some intakes anywhere in October, which starts, or September. Am I right? Yes. So the March is perfect for you. You receive your results. You can move fast. You don't have to wait whole year to apply again. You can choose the way. Apply earlier, get your admission fast, and come around like 2 months of Polish language course. Studies will start from 2nd of March. So from January you can be in Poland. Oh, and he will stop. January. We have 4 seasons in Poland. I'm so glad that I'm here in Rwanda right now because it's so hot. In Poland we have 4 seasons. Right now it's autumn start. It's raining. It's approximately 10 degrees right now. And you're gonna apply for the March intake. You probably will come around January or February. I recommend to buy winter jackets. Like a winter jacket. Sometimes it's minus 20, sometimes minus 15, sometimes minus 10. It's snow everywhere. It's actually cold. But I believe it's something new for you guys, that to enjoy something like a different weather, It's like you all the time have a hot weather here, right? So it might be a good opportunity for you to learn skiing or snowboarding or making a snowman. It's really nice. And drinking hot chocolate outside when it's cold. It's pretty awesome feeling. Truly recommend the winter clothes. Then we have the spring. Spring is beautiful actually. It's super green. The air smells really great because everything is waking up after winter again to life. So it's really nice, it's green, it smells great. Then we have the summer. Summer is similar like here, or maybe not similar, but 28 degrees, 35 degrees sometimes. It very depends on the winter. So it's really nice. And we have 2 breaks. We have 2 breaks. We have the summer break. During your academy here, you have the summer break. Summer break takes 3 months. And we have the winter break, which takes around 1 month. And during this time, it's very up to you what you're gonna do. You can do everything, whatever you want. Again, part of the Schengen zone is you to come for the vacation to many different countries to enjoy beaches. I don't know, whatever you would like to do, you can do this. It's your freedom. So let's move forward. I don't want about the facilities. So academic building. Yeah, we are located 10 minutes. Yes, please.
Thank you. My name is Betose. I would like to ask if you require some deposit confirmation.
No. You don't need to continue your question. I just said no.
Okay,
Yeah, it is very simple. You don't have to pay something to give you a conditional offer letter, then you have to pay again and again. We make it simple. Again, don't want to waste our time, your time, guys, to keep you in a nervous situation or something like this. We make everything very simple. You give offer letter, you make a payment of your registration fee and tuition fee, that's it. No any deposit, no advanced payment for accommodation. We basically do not charge anything except registration fee and the tuition fee. It's the only thing what we gonna charge you, but yeah, we are give you education for this money, so there's fair enough, I believe, and no any high extra charges. As we are here, also we are providing the accommodation. Accommodation we are providing in the high quality flats in the city center, around of the city center. Let me finish the one point because I have a free, then I will come back to you.
Casper, just sorry to stop you. I would like to remind you that we're going to have Q&A sessions. That means after his presentation, you guys will be free to ask any question that you would love to ask. So just bear with him until he finishes the presentation, and then the floor will be yours for different questions, and we'll be able to answer all those questions. Thank you.
So back to the accommodation. So high quality flats, city center, around of the city center, new buildings, totally new apartments. Apartments got approximately 4 or 5 rooms. All of the rooms are closed on the key. So it's 100% of the privacy. Obviously, some of you might come with the brother, sister, close friend, or something like this. We are also providing the double room in this kind of accommodation, so you can stay together if you want to share your the price of the monthly rent together without any problem. We can arrange it for you, no big issue at all. And the cost of this is just €200 a month, and it includes everything. It includes all of your bills for electricity, water, even high-speed Wi-Fi. So every apartment got a Wi-Fi without any problem. You can, with €200, cover your accommodation cost. And this is very great flats, actually. I'm a student as well. First year, before I start renting my own apartment as a worker of uni, I also living in such accommodation. And it's really nice, you know, it's like you're meeting the classmates, because we are trying to accommodate students with those who are already studying at the university, or we are creating the groups of the people who are just came, like a freshmen. So it's really nice to meet new people. It's really nice to hang out after classes or doing together projects. Obviously, you have to some group projects to do during your studies. So it's nice to have, or at least just, you know, talk to someone when you are staying in your place, right? You just share the toilet together and the kitchen. Obviously, you can easily cook whatever you want. Everything is full equipment, include the wardrobes, towels, and everything. So you don't need to worry about this. Again, we are 10 minutes from the city center building where we are located, got more than 100 years. It's really nice. Obviously, don't worry. It's modern inside, just outside is look quite old because it's a very historical one, but inside is very modern. We have very nice equipment staffs. We have the VR station for the psychology programs, things. The big screens such this ones, everything is high quality to prepare to give the highest possibility of education for you guys, because you are paying your fees. You're expecting great things from the university. And believe me or not, we can handle this. We can provide you everything what is necessary and be there during your studies with you to support you in every possible way. And in the university we have the Curriculum Science Center and the Warsaw University Library where you can rent your books and everything. 2 minutes actually from the building of the university we have the metro, which is one of the most popular way for transportation, but I will have the next slide. So student services, first of all, it's admission, but it's not like this. It's just for the different countries takes 2 weeks, but generally it's much more faster. Here, the UPS delivery of the original documents. And again, no charges for this. We don't gonna charge you for sending the original visa documents. This is the one of the requirement from Embassy of Poland in Tanzania that you have to provide original hard copies of your visa documents, colorful with staples and everything. And we are sending this out of the charges, and there is no need to pay for this. About the fees, also I just want to know one thing. Obviously, it's many reasons why the people they will not get a visas, right? Because It's like a United Scholar Center, they do the 101% to be sure that you're gonna receive your visa. But sometimes, because some reasons, embassy are refusals. So what happened when the visa is refused? Obviously, the tuition fee is refundable. It's not like we have the refund policy, which are keeping. So when you pay your tuition fee plus registration fee, so from this amount, only 300 euro is charged, include the registration fee. So it's not like 100 euro plus 300, so in total 400. Just 300 euro is charged during the visa refusal, and the refund process takes 4 weeks, even less. So it means that if some of you, hope so no, if some of you will be refused, the visa will be rejected, then United Scholar Center is starting the refund process, and within 3-4 weeks maximum, you receive your money back to the account which you provide to us, just for the clarification. Student ID card, obviously students got lots of discounts in Poland. And it's a great being a student in Poland, to be honest, because I got like a short trip in Europe. Obviously I'm from Poland, so I traveled to Czech Republic, Germany, and a few different countries. They don't honorize the discounts. I have my student ID card. I wanted like buy a public transportation ticket with a discount. They said like a student has no discount. It's like how possible? Because I thought first of all that all of the European countries providing the discounts for the students. At least public transportation, you are getting your student ID card. Inside of the student ID card there is a special chip which is making your student ID card as a public transportation ticket. And then you pay only 12 euro a month. 12 euro a month, you can use every single type of transportation which we have in Poland as much as you can without any limits. So basically just for 12 euros you can communicate with every part of Warsaw, right? And I will tell more about these two things, but I forgot to tell you about the living cost. I believe that I skipped the slide. So the living cost is very, very reasonable. 600 euro can easily cover your living in Poland. Include the accommodation, which is around 200 euro. So in total, for 600 euro, each of you, obviously, it depends about the lifestyle which you are having. If you like to party, if you like to buy every week some new clothes or something, obviously you need more. But if you just focus about the food, transportation, accommodation, and from time to time to go some bar or something, easy, 600 euro can easily cover you. Also, there's another slide about the work, so I will not say about this. So back to the slide, airport pickup, obviously we are picking up students again out of charges. And how it look like, so when you receive the visa, you need to inform your agency, your agent, which is United Scholar Center, and after that provide them flight tickets. When you have because when you are get a visa, obviously you want to come to Poland as soon as possible, right? To do not waste your time. So you are booking your flight tickets, you are providing to the agency, they are sending to us your flight tickets with the photo, and we will be waiting there for you. Actually, there's a specific person who is mostly picking up, and is the son of this gentleman who came with me here. Son of the professor, he's always waiting with the tablets of Warsaw University of Business and your name, guys. So you can be sure that someone will be waiting for you when you fly to Poland. There's someone who will be there for you. And then the person will be pick you up from airport, bring to the university for simple admission, just providing shortly documents, then directly to your accommodation. So about the accommodation, you can always choose it before you are coming to Poland, or you can choose it directly when you will be in my office. Then, when you arrive in Poland, we can sit together, I can show you the option, and you can, from the spot, you can choose something for yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to choose something in advance. I believe some of you might be worried that obviously even let me my example, the booking.com, when I have hotels or something, you agree with me that the photos always look beautiful. Everything is great, you know, it's like wow, swimming pool here, huge perspective, great photos, and after that, not exactly how it should be. So if you are worried about such situation, you can always, you don't have to choose something in advance. You can easily come to Poland, fly to Poland, after pick you up, We will help you together. We will sit. We will show you the option of accommodation, and then I make appointment with the agency who is providing accommodation, and then you go with them. You will see if you agree for this. That's okay. You can stay. If not, we find a temporary accommodation for 1 or 2 nights, and then we search for something another. It means that we want to make you satisfied from your choices and to do not regret this and have the easier life. And career and TRC support. So basically, when you are getting visa, for how long you are getting visa? Who knows? Who knows how long you get a visa when you apply for any type of studies? For how long the embassy will provide visa for you? Anybody? Simple question. Come on. I don't have, the words. I don't have prices for such question. But who knows? Anybody know or no? Okay, I'll tell you. 1 year. And what after 1 year? How do you think? What do you have to do? Do you have to back to your country to apply one more time for visa? No? Any other option? Yes? No? Don't be shy. Okay, I will tell you. You don't have to back to your country. You can apply for the residency during your studies. We call it TRC, which is Temporary Residency Card. You are getting this inside of the Poland. You don't have to back to your country. You don't have to fly again to Tanzania and apply for visa. You don't have to do nothing. You just provide a special documents to our agency who is working with us, and then you can even get a TRC for, let's say you are for bachelor students, then you can get you got visa for 1 year. Before your visa expired, then you have to apply for TRC. You can get maximum for 2 years. It means that you have 2 years easy living in Poland. For masters, obviously 1 year because 1 year visa, then second year of the studies 1 year TRC, and after that you are applying for the open TRC after graduation. Is that what my colleague told you about? Okay, let's move forward to our report. I don't want to waste your time anymore. Students can work, obviously. That's another great point. Mr. Ismail already said about this. So obviously you can easily cover your living cost actually in Poland based on your working. Students can work 20 hours a week legally, but obviously it's like a official information. There is always another door, right? So it means that you can easily work more. It's everything depends on the person who provides you a job opportunity. I'll give you again my example. First year of study, freshman, I have 5 different type of job in 1 year. I used to work as a taxi driver, Uber driver. I used to work as a waiter. I worked at club. I worked as a barman, and I was as a shop assistant. So, and again, no requirements to speak Polish, because you might be worried about this, how you can find job if you don't speak the language of the country where you're gonna work. No, English is totally enough. I truly recommend you to do the international driving license. You can work as a taxi driver. You can work as a food delivery. For the ladies, obviously, shops are always good. We have lots of shopping malls and everything where you can easily find a job. And again, we have the Rwanda community. Means that there is a special WhatsApp group of each person who is living in Poland. It doesn't matter which city. Some of those people, they have their own companies and they are supporting their own people. So you don't need to worry about this. You just need to, just call and take your chance. I believe that the people who are in Poland since many years, the Rwandan people, they are supporting young, new people who are coming to the same country. So you don't need to worry about this. And again, being a student is very important to find a job because the companies are hiring students, especially students, those who got the status of students, because they are paying lower taxes. And minimum payment per month for every single part-time job is 600 euro. And I told you again, 600 euro can cover your living cost. So if you start your studies and you find a job, you can easily cover on your own the cost of your living. So it just makes you save some money for some next year tuition fee or support your families here. It's many opportunity for you to do not waste your money. using and be actually independent. Because that's what every each person here, I believe, you want to do. You want to be independent. You don't want to belong to someone's support. That's my opinion, I guess. And I believe that how it's looked. So, oh, and public transport, I told you, but I believe that there is a video which I want to show you, and will better describe everything about Warsaw and public transport. I really like this video. That's the word so able.
Over 10 million people visit Warsaw every year. The city center can be easily and comfortably reached within 20 minutes from the airport using the Mobilet app.
You don't need to make a video. I can give you just name of the video. You can watch it on your own. Just for the record.
Bicycles are very popular means of transportation in Warsaw, and veterans have access to 480 There are almost 360 free hotspots all over Warsaw. Respect and regard for nature is one of Warsaw's most unique features. 40% of the city is covered by green space with 80 parks, 220 public gardens, and over 8,000 hectares of forest preserves. Warsaw's urban open space is managed and maintained with great care given to the city residents and their needs. This is one of the reasons why anyone may plant a tree in our town. Thanks to the Million Trees app, we have planted almost 300,000 trees. City Contact Center Warsaw 19115 is a modern, multi-channel point of communication with residents. The first project on such a large scale in Poland and one of the biggest in Europe. A dedicated team of 70 consultants is available to residents every day. The Warsaw 19115 service is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, offers several different channels, a mobile app, the 19115 call center, and portal. Residents can report problems, like water leaks or potholes. They can also present their opinions, ideas, and suggestions about the functioning of the city. Water supplied by Warsaw Distribution Networks is drinkable. City Safety Center is the police and municipal guard cooperation hub. It gives them access to sophisticated information systems and video feeds. The center also receives and processes calls from the European 112 emergency number. If you want to cross the Vistula River, you can take bus or a modern tram, or the underground, whose second line.
Sorry for stopping here. Just want to let you know that. So basically here is the city center, and our uni is actually located here. So as I told you, it's 10 minutes by walk. We are next to the Vistula River. This is the greatest spot for the students. It's a lot of fun there. There are restaurants on the boat. It's music playing all the time. During summer it's really awesome. During winter it's even great as well. So it's a really great location, and we are very proud of being in this point. Sorry, again.
And runs partially under the riverbed. Residents of Warsaw are in charge of how their tax money is spent. Thanks to this participatory budget, over 1,000 municipal initiatives have been completed. Outdoor gyms, bike trails, safe pedestrian crossings, and playgrounds are among the favorites that are selected most often. Targowa Creativity Center is one of the creativity sector investments. It supports entrepreneurship, which, in turn, fuels Warsaw's economic growth. No wonder that, together with London and Sydney, Warsaw finds its place among the top 10 startup cities. This is Warsaw, a smart city.
That's how it's look by night. It's pretty awesome. So when I'm on the YouTube, I have one more short video if you wanna watch, obviously. You'd like to. It's about the Rwanda Community Days from last year. Our uni been there, we have short video. You wanna watch or you want me to finish the presentation? I don't hear you. We can watch, okay. So, just one sec.
You know, just watch carefully.
And that will be again this Saturday in our uni. It's like a tradition for us to be there.
And most of them are students we just sent. Garotinho não usa sempre.
Take care of even the students, not when they are healthy, but even when they have some major problems. So we thank you for being there for her. I wanted to also express appreciation for what you have done for being here. And thank you very much. Can we really, yes, thank you. Thank you, Marcus. So that's basically how it looked. It was pretty awesome event actually, because that was only the official way. After that was the big party. It was really, really nice. So I don't wanna take it longer, just got like a basically, if I remember, were 2 more slides, but it's just a photo. I just wanna describe a little bit about this. So simple photos about the facilities of the uni and the building, which I told you about, the classrooms, everything is really modern. Big classrooms for more than 100 people in one, so it's a great facilities for students. And some interesting photos actually. Few words about the professors of our university. So most of the people who are gonna teach you and provide you the experience, skills and everything, they are very young people who are very successful in their lives. They are the owners of their own companies, high position managers, owners of the banks and so on, and even Polish politicians or Europe Parliament members. So that's why you can observe the first photo in the left top corner. There's a photo from the circle table of Poland. It was inside of the Polish Parliament, and because of the fact that one of our professor, he is the member of the government, could arrange the special trip for our students, feel the atmosphere, the building from inside, and believe me or not, I took that photos and I was first time there. It's not available for the regular people to come. to such places, but our students got this opportunity. And also, you can see the different faces, different nations. As I told you, I didn't say lie about the number of the students and obviously about the nationality. You can see many different faces from different countries. Here's another photos from the Euro Parliament. Obviously, I like this photo especially about that person because this is lady from Vietnam. She is 65 years old. Why I'm telling you this? Just tell you that the age has no limit. We don't discriminate people about the age, about the believing, skin colors and everything. We are very open for everybody. And this year she graduated from the bachelor on 5. So it was really nice to have her during the studies. Here is the short last photo about the group of our students who was invited by the ambassador of Denmark for the private speech. He sent an official invitation from embassy for our students to provide classes for them from international relations based on the relation between Denmark and Poland. Our students got a special, all of necessary information which you need to know during the making of the decision, right? You have to make a decision, and I hope you choose our university, you will choose Poland, because you will never regret this decision, and you got my word on this. I will be so grateful to all of you in Warsaw soon, in March or in October. Mura Kozichani.
So as I said, we're going to have a Q&A session where you guys are going to ask questions. But I would want to limit you on the questions to ask, right? Number one is you're going to ask questions specifically on the programs offered at Warsaw University of Business and the Warsaw University of Humanities, right? The reason is that United Scholars Center works with a lot of universities, right, across the world. So if you bring a question of studying in Canada, you know, please, we'll answer that. That's another business, right? Secondly, on the programs, right? You're going to ask questions that's really strictly on either business-related programs, of course, with different kind of specialities. Could be finance, could be marketing, could be human resource management, national security, and all those programs. Those are a bit of limitations, right? And of course, in the humanities, you're going to ask about photography. You didn't talk about the photography programs they have in partnership, did you?
I told.
Yeah, with the ATM studio. In fact, always when he does presentation, I just want to mention this. It's when you are studying journalism and social communication and photography at this university, it's, you know, you're just living that. It's not you go, the professor or lecturer will come and tell you about photography, how you organize the stage, how you organize lighting, how you make sure that your camera angles are okay. You just go, okay? You just live that life. You go and do it. One of the best studios in the world, right? It's really good. So be specific on the programs. If you're looking for medicine, you're looking for civil engineering and all other science programs, please, that is for another day. Of course, I can answer you, but not at Warsaw University of...
Yeah, I just want to add two things. First of all, if you want to be updated with all of the information and what's going on and see everything, I believe all of you got the Facebook account, and most of you probably got the IG story, right? Instagram. So please follow us, left like, you'll be updated about everything what is going on. You can see very interesting things, such as our own energy drink. We are, I believe, only one university in the world who got their own energy drink, which you're gonna drink during your exams and everything. So, Warsaw University of Business, Instagram, and Facebook, you'll find all of the details there. You can do this now, you can do this later, but believe me, it's a good choice. And one more thing, we would love to have with Professor a group photo review, and if you don't mind, we're gonna post it on our social media to let our friends today, and obviously they wanna show these photos with the Rwanda Community Days and to prepare them for the future potential students who gonna join us in Poland. So if you don't mind, maybe in the end of this room, we can stand together and have a group photo.
Yeah,
That's fine.
actually those were my few clarification. Floor is yours now. Of course, we're going to have some questions, as I said, oriented to Warsaw University of Business and Warsaw University of Humanities and the programs that they're offering. Of course, since we are an agents and we partner with different universities, if you have a program or a different destination other than, feel to approach one of our team member. He or she will assist you. Please, you're more than welcome to ask any question regarding life in Poland, regarding your studies. Thank you.
Presentation was quite serious.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
I will stand, so that's rude.
I'm Frank. Honestly, I loved you guys, the way you present your things. Mr. Ismail has said not ask unrelated programs, but the way I like to also invest, I would like to ask the program that I have not seen among the programs. I would like to ask if you can offer law programs.
No, that's what you see on the slides. And let me explain you one thing. Why our units succeed, why we create so many big number managers, the people who got their own companies as well, is the fact that, as you see, we have two unique, huge number of programs. It means that we are basically focused on this. We are great at this, and believe me, you can talk with different Rwandan students who are studying with us, who graduate from our university, and they will give you all details. We specifically choose those programs because the management program is the program of the future, obviously. Psychology is a great program as well. Journalism, this is great job as well. Sport journalism, I don't know, different type of journalism, working in a TV or newspaper. Those, and obviously logistics, because everywhere you can observe the logistic process. Even here, when the United Scholar Center create this event, they do the logistic procedures. They need to arrange place, they need to confirm with you, so it's everywhere. Everything, because we want to be great in something, not in everything. There's no someone who is great in everything. There's no university who is the best in everything. Every university, even big ones such as Cambridge or Harvard, they are a specific department where the best in. They are very different, but they are best in something. Same like people. That's why we don't have a law. I'm sorry, my friend.
Thank you. To go the way we are choosing was. Thank you.
Yes, so if you are looking for a law program, you come to our office, we will search on our partner university, and then you assist you. By the way, there is something I just want to again say. In the career guidance, allow me to say this, even if we are not doing a career guidance program, right? In fact, most of African students believe that when you have done, let's say, civil engineering in a bachelor's, you also need to do civil engineering in a master's and civil engineering in a PhD, in the doctorate studies. That's totally wrong, right? Unless otherwise, if you want to achieve what we call academic, channel, you either want to be a professor, but otherwise, when you have civil engineering, it's all about projects. Am I right? Because when the civil engineer who built this Marriott, okay, was a project, right? So if you could add project management skills, then you're winning. Because you are already civil engineer, unless all you want is just going there and make sure that you're just dealing with the structure and you build, destroy this, and so forth,
right? So I want to just encourage you sometimes to think beyond. I always tell people that when you go to study in the US, whether you are a doctor in the US education systems, because education that doesn't translate into life, into real living, that's not a true education, right? Your education must affect, okay, your living, development, okay? In fact, when you are in primary studies and secondary studies, you just learn how to study, okay? But when you join university, you are learning how to develop, right? So the development comes in a form of just having different skills. You're an engineer, you're a medical doctor, but you also have business skills so that you can, if you have your own clinic, nobody's going to lie you in terms of numbers, which is finance, accounting, human resource. Because when you see actually courses in business management, okay, it involves real life. And there is no person who is looking to study and then be an, let's say, an entrepreneur who doesn't need, business management skills, because you need to hire people. That's a human resource. You need to deal with your finances. That is finance and accounting. Okay? You need to deal with the logistics, as he was saying about. You need to plan. You need to do this. So it's always good when you have a master's in this particular domain to also have kind of business management skills for you to be able to run your business properly. As you have seen, like in Rwanda curriculum, right? You have seen that they add program, but you need to learn entrepreneurship, so that at least when they talk about something in the real world, because entrepreneurship is a life, you can understand it. So I just wanted to make that small comment that education is not always about following your educational channel. So you are a doctorate and a retired engineer, right? Who cannot create jobs for the others. That is actually waste of time. Thank you. So, brother, we'll assist you in law, don't worry, okay?
Is growing. There's a people who are looking a way to move to different countries, especially to be there, to study at the classrooms, to have, the interaction with different students, to be part of the groups and so on, and have real studies. And that's the point of providing face-to-face classes. We are not providing any more online studies. because again, pandemic is almost over in Poland, and we have lots of students who are just coming to have the regular classes. I'm sorry, in this case, we are not offering online studies anymore. But also it's a huge but if the pandemic will back somehow or something, and then we will have to back to online studies, so obviously then we'll be able to offer you this. But I believe that most of you, of course, you say you're just looking for study online because you're here, but there is a lot of young people in this room, I believe, who are looking to travel, to move and be part of the university, because they are paying money for education. Everyone is paying tuition fee, not to sit at house, you know. We have students who came and we had to provide in Poland education online. And imagine that the students travel thousands of miles. They pay the tuition fee and then they have to pay for accommodation as well. And they are sitting on that house, face to face with the laptop, you know. And it's, people don't take serious online education. Maybe people who already working as you and they're older a little bit, then it's more serious for you to have education and job at the same point. But the young people, if they have to go, you know, interaction with the professors, with the classmates, it's very important. That being a student, it's the best part of your life. You need to enjoy this, you need to feel this, and it's better feel than, you know, the clicking mouse and sitting in the front of the laptop. So again, sorry, but we are not offering online education.
Well, maybe just to add on what he has just said, please, if you're looking for an online program, of course, there is always one or two reasons. Somebody would want, would not want to leave the country and go and study abroad, though that's what we are here doing. But of course, if you're looking at an online program, yeah, please, feel free to visit our office. We have alternative option for you, but not at Warsaw University of Business, right? We have, I think, I had a conversation with the one university in Germany that is offering, online classes for masters, But again, so you understand that's about, I think it's about 15,000, 12,000 euro per academic year. So you understand that. But of course, if you really want to do that, we'll assist. In terms of scholarships, yeah. Well, is there anyone who did science, mathematics, or engineering in the undergraduate program? And who performed, who has a very good academic performance? Maybe I would like, after this conversation, please just look me or anybody in our team who assist you how to, if you are interested in that. But again, there is something you really need to understand about the scholarships. And that's why we don't really will to engage our time in promoting what I may call, let me call it the free studies. This is number one. When you apply, when you're eligible, eligibility means you can apply for that scholarship, right? Okay? But being eligible to apply does not mean that you're going to have that scholarship. Am I right? And it will just take your entire time. So in most cases, I also advise students that you first need to think about education as an investment, right? Investment where you just need to if there's anyone who has ever tried to do entrepreneurship, sometimes, you foot when you cannot even pay petrol to drive your car, for you to ensure that tomorrow if someone approaches you, you at least have some little cash to cover that expense of the day, right? Sometimes you take a bike to sacrifice a week when you're not going financially well, to at least, so that you can have a meal somewhere and you talk to someone, you don't get stuck, right? So education should be looked as an investment rather than just always looking for scholarships. Of course, I
I understand, right? I'm saying this as a Rwandan, as an African, right? And I speak this to most of African students. Well, if there is a scholarship that you are aware of that, and again, be aware of scammers, right? Because I know a lot of people have paid money there and there. Oh, please come and apply with us. We're going to take you to Turkey on a full funded scholarship. A lot, they are crying. No, please come and apply with us. We're going to apply to the United States. You go and pay money. You're crying because you're just always head hunting for free studies. You better sit down and think about the investment. But in case for us, okay, we partner with Bridge Rwanda that offers scholarship for the most bright students to join university. If we have those bright students, for us what we do, because we understand some students are from a really, really humble background, we cannot ignore that, right? What we do, we just say, this is Bridge Rwanda, please visit their website, follow the application depending on when they are open, and go and apply, right? Number two, when we have university partner that's offering either tuition discount, for instance, their university has been offering 500 euro off in a couple of a few days ago. That means that instead of paying 2,900, you are paying 2,400. Those are kind of forms, scholarships that we have, which we call normally tuition discount or partial scholarships. Okay? Early application. Right? There are so many kind of those options. Okay? Thirdly, scholarships are always limited into a particular domain. For instance, the reason why I asked her if she's an engineer is that we have one university in New York, Kasani Poly, that is offering fully funded scholarship for students who are engineers, are going to do like nanotechnology, which is about nuclear engineering, okay? Medical engineering things, or right? So we have that, but you need to have certain grades, and you must be in a particular domain of study, and it's only for those who have bachelor's degree and for those who have master's degree in that domain. So really for scholarships, well, we have a program where maybe soon national exams, but in that case, it's maybe talking to the university like them, talk to other university partners, say, yo, we have this student. Then they say she got 73 out of 73. Can you please assist? We are requesting, but we don't really command on what needs to be done. Yeah, for sure, all those opportunities are available. Keep checking the embassies. Yes, I know they have been closed for a couple of years, but there are a number of scholarships available that you can actually try. But in this particular moment, we are talking about investment in education. Think about investment, okay? If you can sell a plot somewhere to just come and sell charcoal in Kigali, okay, right? Or do smaller business, why not think about the education? As he has said, you can easily study in Poland and work. In fact, okay, what you have paid, you can easily cover it while you're studying. And investment, it's all about average rate of return, or cover your investment, right? Thank you. Any other burning question? Gender balance, please.
Thank you. I'm Marie Betaten. I really like Warsaw University, so that's why I'm going to ask a question. I already finished high school, transcript. I have transcript, and I already finished this year. I already finished a diploma in business management. So I was expect to continue bachelor's degree on the same program which I mentioned in the program. So I was asking about this university. Is it possible to continue the same program in a bachelor's degree, or I want to ask is which best choice? Is it good to start another program in this and also in that, or is possible to continue bachelor's? Like what doctor said, he said that it's not needed to continue the same program. The best way is to continue
I got your
to
point.
start another program. So
It's
tell me about
okay.
your
So it's obviously you can continue. As I told you before, we got the business management program. But to be honest, you need to ask yourself that, do you have enough knowledge and experience from business management? You need to ask yourself, because there is nobody who will tell you what you have to do. As I told you before, it's our own choices. For example, I finished Bachelor of Journalism, and you can trust me, I will not do the same thing on a Master's. It's like I guess I got enough knowledge and experience from journalism, but I need something new. I want to develop myself. So if I were you, I would not continue same thing. Why you shouldn't try something related to the management, but something different? Such as, I don't know what you are interested in, what you like during your program. Maybe, I don't know, you can switch for logistic and logistic management, which is still related to management. Or if you like computers and working on the computers, IT management. Or Rwanda is getting very popular for tourists nowadays, so maybe the hotel and tourism management is again still related to the management, because there's many people who are coming to this country for travel purpose, for vacation, and many different reasons. So having a new hotel here or a spa center or anything, it's nice, on a nice restaurant, it's many options. But my recommendation for you is, do not do the same thing what you did already. It's just closing yourself in a circle. It means that you start something, you move forward, you come to the point where you need to make decision that, do you want to go again almost same way, or change the way and do something related but different? That's, no one can make decision in expect you, but I recommend you to do something different related to management, because management, as I told you at first, is a very general sector, but the business management is a closer sector. So you still can explore the sector of management with the related programs. But again, I will not recommend you to continue. Just open for something new. That's my recommendation. Any more questions?
Yeah, my name is Pacific. I have the problem about the ELC. I heard you talking, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I heard you talking about that the ELC is not required. So may you explain?
IELTS, Certificate of English.
Yes.
No, it's not requirement, because even if you put in a Google, any of you put to the Google main languages in Rwanda, then you have your main language, Rwandan language, and next to this it's English, and then it's French. It means that if Rwanda is basically English-speaking country, our Polish embassy in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, they know about this. They don't require from the Rwandan students any single type of English certificate. So if you don't have it, you don't need to worry. Obviously, if some of you might have it, you can submit this with your application. Obviously, it's great, but again, it's not obligatory to have it, because you are becoming from the English-speaking country, so no need at all, my friend. Any more questions?
But of course, if you have, it's an additional value to you. And maybe probably you reach at the university, you want to apply for something extra, so it's not bad having it. but of course is not required to apply for a program, as he has just said.
Someone got more questions, or no?
So,
there is a question.
Thank you. My name is Yuri. I just want to ask a question. If I choose your university, here outside there's the accountant, those who do the finance, maybe they asked for this professional certificate. Is there any problem that your university assists the student to get such professional certificate? Or when he finishes the studies, he go only with the bachelor degree, diploma, or master's degree diploma? That's my question.
Let me tell you like this. So, obviously what we are providing for you is education on the bachelor level degree, right? So when you graduate, obviously you are going to finish with a bachelor degree. But during the studies, the bachelor's, which takes 3 years, university receiving huge numbers of the trainings related to the different speciality, like finances, of accounting, or software developing, or anything. Some of them, they are free of charge. Some of them, they are charges, small ones. Some of them, like funded by the government. And we are providing this information to every student. It means that during the studies, you can make many different trainings. And in the end of the training, you obviously receive the special certificate of participating, or in the end, if you are passing for some, I don't know, accountant level or something, then you got the special diploma related for this. So we, from university side, we are not offering this during the studies, but we are supporting our students to have such opportunities when the ministries are contacting us, or private organizations. We always sharing such information with our students. We have a career office at the university where the people are basically helping you with almost everything, with finding a job, because university are receiving job opportunity. We are receiving internships needs from some companies. We're working with big number of internationals and local companies where need the internships, payment, or free ones. So there is huge number of opportunity. But back to your question, obviously you can do the many trainings. You can get many different diplomas during your studies, and from the university, in the end, you are receiving bachelor degree. Thank you. Any more questions? Yes, please.
Thank you very much. I'm called Ponce. I would like to request you, I would like to ask you if the one who wanted to study bachelor's degree and he studied in education, I would like to ask you the marks or result which is required to get.
As I said before, we need your high school diploma and Rwanda Education Board certificate, which is final ones, and you need to have at least 2 principal passes. You need to have on your diploma 2 principal pass. It cannot be like 1 principal pass and the rest of them is subsidiary, because even if uni can accept it but cannot, the embassy will reject your visa automatically because the rules change. So on your diploma, on every issue who is interested in a bachelor degree, we don't really care about subjects which you are passing there, but what we care is that 2 principal pass from any subjects you have to got on your diploma. Otherwise, you are not even able to start your process, because we will be not even, United Scholar Center will not even send this application to us when you don't have 2 principal passes, because this is the minimum requirement from our union, from Polish embassy.
That lady will be the last question. Of course, we're going to be here again for one-on-one, and tomorrow we'll be at our office for one-on-one session. So you can ask as much as question you have, but we still have days
to come.
Tomorrow we will be in your office, right? So
Yes.
if there is any of you who would love to talk with us more or even start your applications, because the October intake, which I told you about, is already done, but we start already recruit for the March intake because there is October, November, December. So if you apply right now, in the end of the November or middle of the November, you will start able to apply for visa. They're gonna get appointment for you, you'll be in system, so we can start your process ASAP, and I'll be there tomorrow with Professor in the United Scholar Office Center office, so warmly invite on behalf of United Scholar Center and Warsaw University of Business and Humanities to meet us and get the specific information. Yes, please, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you very much. I go by the name of Gislaine, and I wanted to ask, while applying for the visa to come to Poland, do you have to travel to Dar es Salaam personally to apply for that visa?
You have to once travel there to submit your documents and have an interview. And after that, the visa can be issued even in few days, so the travels takes only one time. I'm sorry for that, but there is the obligatory to travel there. But again, United Scholar Center said that they will help you to find the best connection to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. They will have a specific person who's gonna pick you up from the airport or bus station if you choose this way of transportation, help with accommodation there, and also guide you with the way to the embassy, wait for you for your results, and basically 100% of support. So in this case, you also don't need to worry that you'll be alone during this process. So I guess that was the last question. Again, thank you so much, and please don't leave. I really want to have a group photo with every one of you, if you don't mind.
All right, just 2 or 3 things. Firstly, of course, is thank you so much for your kind attention. But there is something I would love to speak on our event like this, okay? You are planning to study abroad, and if you are planning to start applying for education abroad, for you to ensure that you are comfortable with the country where you're gonna stay, to be sure that at least you can cut off, your living cost. Spoke about 600 euro to cover cost of living and food, okay, right? But I can assure you, if you know how to cook on your own, you go on the super grocery, you buy your chicken, you buy vegetables, you buy rice, you buy pasta, you go and keep them in the fridge. You can even 200 euro would be enough for you to cover cost of food. But if you believe that you're this boy who's a mama boy, right? Mama, no, I need food, no. Tantine, please, I need tea. No, Tantine, Jikoma, please. We've got to change that behavior. Boys and girls, learn how you can actually get in Rwanda or in most of countries in Africa, when they see you serving, you are carrying a beer, you are just doing your work, or you are making cocktails, or you are behind the bar trying to serve beer. Oh, this girl, maybe. Okay, but please, in your mind, try to break that. Okay, because here maybe you are looked as a person who is not valuable when you're working in a bar as a waitress or as a waiter, right? But when you are arriving to Poland, to Canada, to the United States, those are most, jobs to get easier, right? Learn new skills. How to do a bartender. You can make cocktails, okay? You can do a wedding. Learn how to drive. You don't have a driving license? Start looking for it. It's not valuable only here. It's also valuable abroad. In fact, even if you have the Congolese one, the other one, at least learn how to drive, right? Go in any coffee shop, do a training of barista, and more especially young women. We have this Passion Coffee. I think is a company that promotes women in the coffee-related business. Go there; they will train you to be a barista. The baristas are the best. Are the best paid people in different countries. So that whenever you are arriving in a foreigner country, you don't face what we call culture shock. Okay? You don't know how to reduce, you don't, just learn those new skills. And finally, okay, kindly accept to be good ambassador of our country, Rwanda, right? Do not destroy image of our country. I know there are a lot of complaints. They have mentioning that a lot of applicants are using fake documents. Okay? Changing the rep certificate, putting, they have this subsidiary and the F, a lot of Fs, they put A, right? Casper, is it right? Of course. And then when they are confirming to the system, they are finding probably a different name and a different marks. Please do not do that. It's really affecting the image of our country, not only at embassy, at school level, but also in embassy. Otherwise, we're here to assist you. Please, if you feel you want to start the application process, come to us. We make it as easy, as affordable for you. We are always available. Whenever you come to us, we have a big team with us. We will assist you, okay, to make you succeed. So once again, thank you so much for your kind attention. Casper, Professor, thank you so much for accepting our invitations. And I would also to extend my thanks to media people who are doing live coverage.
Kindly, you can submit the forms that we gave you, that you just written your names. Kindly, you can submit them to us. Thank you. Kindly submit the forms that we gave you. Then we head ahead for the group photos.
Group photo is needed, right? Yeah. Join us on the group photo, guys. Your name is Emmanuel.
Let's head in front for the picture, please.
Some of maybe just even as we speak now,
Is anybody can turn on the projector? It's a light in front of us.
Eric, can you turn off the projector? We are done with it.
Please come closer because it will be easier for us, to have like all of us. Projector is still strong light in the front of us.
Can you switch off, please, Eric?
Please.
Or if you know, if you don't know, then what?
There is a button probably, or there should be a controller. And I believe that on the photo is the cable which is in front of
so much. So, Emanuela, then be the first person to talk to if you really want to talk to me. Kasper.
On the WhatsApp that you are so happy to see. Oh, good to meet you. How's it going?
Yes, are you Emanuela? Yes. After. I'm going to talk to her first, and then you're going to follow. No problem. Oh, seriously?
That's why it's good that you are here. You need to be beautiful, that you are you should be able to
by the experience, and that's why we are coming as a solution to make it easy.
No problem.
Come on Friday, introduce her, we have a little, then we assist. Thank you, Manuela. All right, kids, please. Can I have some of my business card to share this with the students? My business card. Yes, please.
I went to report. I work in my project.
With us?
Yes, sure, you are done. Again, if there's a problem, issue, you can contact the he's our agent of the He's been more than 5 times in the position that speech.
We should uze kumva kesi nk'ebyiri cyangwa eshatu ziri totally wrong. Ikintu wakora rero kugira ngo waza ejo saa yine kuri ofisi noneho tukicara tukareba ikibazo cyawe. Mama wowe twaravugana neza. Alright, you have my number? Can I have my business card? You're most welcome.